भाई आ जाओ मीटिंग है।
Hello, Swapnil. Hello, Diwakar. Good morning.
गुड मॉर्निंग।
Hey guys,
Let's just wait for the others.
the others. That's a
Yep.
good Nicole Kidman movie.
You're like Nicole Kidman.
I like a good story.
She's very beautiful when she was young, but right now she's past her
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's true.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dean.
Hello, Din. How are you?
Yeah, good. You?
Too
Julius,
short,
let us
isn't
know.
it? It's too short, Julius, yeah? He went a
Well,
bit hard for summer.
yeah, it's okay, Joe.
Too much. It's okay.
No, no,
Three,
it's
4 days,
okay.
it'll be fine. 3, 4 days, it'll be all right. Mick sends his apologies, won't be able to attend today.
All right. So
Okay,
looks
okay,
like everyone is here, guys. We can start.
let's do this. Hey Joe, how are you?
Good, sir.
How are things in Australia?
I can't complain. It's just a bit hot.
Okay, all right. So a couple of things from last week or Tuesday this week. First one was the email going to spam. So we reached out to the email sending service or the SMTP service we use for sending emails from our app. And they responded by saying that since your domain is new, some email providers will take some time to for the lack of a better word, build some the domain has to build some reputation with common email providers, and then the spam thing will go away. One thing we could do on our end was adding the SPF DKIM records to the DNS files, which we have done. So this usually takes some time propagation, but with time it will the issue of emails landing in spam with certain email providers will go away. Which one do you use? Was it Gmail or Microsoft or something else?
Then who are we using for mail? Who does the, what? Who does the, who, where does the I don't even know. Where does the introductory or the invitation mail come from? I don't even know the answer to that.
So we are using so on our end, the from address can be whatever, but the emails are actually sent using a third party service called Mailgun. But that's not what the issue is. The issue is where the emails are landing in spam. So then when you saw these emails going to spam, what kind of email provider are you using? Is it a Gmail address for you, or is it Microsoft, or is it something else?
Is it the example, if I sign up and then I use the Gmail account to sign up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think May tried to use the Gmail account to sign up.
I see. Yeah, so Google does this with new domains, but with time this will go away. And also we have added SPF and DKIM records to the domain, so that once propagated should help. But in the meantime, any email that you see coming from this domain, just mark it safe. So it'll update Google's or Gmail's database for further emails. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, what email did you use about for the sending the invitation? Is it info at
Uh,
GHUS?
um, we can look into that. Abhinav, what is the from email on these invitations?
I have to check that. I have no idea. I'll check and respond in the group.
Okay. Is it
We've hardly sent any emails from that domain. And so in my experience, it shouldn't be hitting spam. The only reason we'd be getting caught by spam providers or being flagged as spam is if we have a reputational issue. Now, I understand we're saying to walk about building a reputation, but we've sent 10 of these, and the majority of them have been to friendly people. Nobody has had the chance to give us a bad reputation. So typically, you should be able to get some of them through, but we've had an ongoing issue with Gmail where it's ending up in spam. Is there any more configuration we can do or reputation management we can do to make sure that stops happening? I'd hate to think we're just going to let it, because right now we're doing a fairly significant campaign. We're speaking to 1,000 contractors, literally right now as we speak, on to promote GHUS. I'd hate to think that we're going to keep running into this for this campaign. So I hear your feedback and thank you for your advice. Is there anything else we can do?
I would say let's allow these DNS updates to propagate fully. Once that happens, let's allow it maybe at least a week. And if it's still going to spam, we can switch the SMTP or the email sending service we are using on the server. We can try something else and see if that'll help.
So I think I've just found my GHUS invitation. It's coming from @ghus.us.com. Is that correct? Is that the domain that you guys have updated?
Yeah, that's the one we are using.
And how can we send test messages? Is there a way that we can send test messages? Din, do you have access to a @ghus.us.com email address?
At GHUS, let me check. I don't have the access for that one.
So
What
who owns the
Google,
domain? Do we own the domain, or does Toolbox own the domain?
I think the domain. I'll find out. I'll have to check with Colleen or Jermaine for this. But from I have a faint memory of the domains were purchased by it was with us.
Yeah, right. The reason I'm asking is
The project.
there are mail test services where you can send test emails to, and it will give you a summary and analysis of where the issues might reside. So I'm assuming, not to tell you guys how to do your work, I'm assuming you guys have done that. But if you wanted to do I was going to do some of my own testing to help support that. But look, if you're saying that you've identified the issue, we'll sit tight and wait for those DNS settings to propagate across. It'll take us maybe a week or so, sometimes up to 2 weeks for that to settle. So let's see what happens and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and for testing, first I'll locate who owns this domain. Once I found that, what I can do is we can usually for email testing, what we do is we upload a simple script to the server, which is basically a simple form which lets you send emails. You fill out the form and it basically sends a test email from the server to your inbox. So we'll do that for you.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now to big stuff. The other thing, the major thing last week was we talked about making making it easier for contractors to add the locations or the cities where they offer their services, and also a multi-select drop-down for the services itself. So we found a node library, and we have implemented that. Abhinav, I think we can share it. We can share our screen and demo it.
Yeah, I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Can you guys see?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so now you can select any country in the world. So all is
So
dynamic.
Abhinav, it's only ever going to be US for launch, just so you know. So the product is purely a United States.
Yeah, Abhinav, we can disable the first drop down, the country one, and let's just keep state and cities.
Sure. So here is the all states of the United States. So let's say I'll select California or Texas or something like that. So you can select any states from the drop down, and here all the cities are populated from North Carolina to
I can
Texas.
multiple select there. Can I click multiple
Yep.
selections?
Yeah, you can
Fantastic.
multiple select cities as well.
Fantastic. Great result.
And
This is a very elegant and multi-select on this one.
Yep, you can
Okay.
multi-select
Listen,
services as
guys,
well.
very elegant solution, very functional, perfect. Can I just ask that we put a note somewhere here that you say select all that apply, just under the, you with me, state in brackets, select all that applies, city in brackets, select all that applies, services in brackets, select all that apply, so that people are aware that it is a multi-choice option. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
This is a very elegant and functional way to deliver the functionality. Well done, team.
Thank you. Good
And
job, Abhinav.
for the booking, I'll add the city here as well, but I have added the searching and it's working. You can see.
Yep.
I'll just show you. Here, all the lists are showing, and if I'll select window replacement search.
Amazing. And then the call, have we gone in? That's great. And the question for you is, and then where it says location all in the tab just before that, I'm assuming we're going to be able to filter
All
that.
states.
So I can filter
Currently,
that.
it's all state.
Got it. So we just need to make that a filterable field. Okay, great. That's fine.
Yeah, I can add a city filter as well.
Please.
So
Yes, please.
you can select state and as well as cities.
Yes, and I think what we can do, Anna, as we mentioned before, just kill USA from there. So it should just be state, Texas, and city would be the drop-down options. And then service. Now, when you're booking a service or you're trying to find a contractor, this area should say find a contractor. And it's okay, it's just copy. We can fix that later. The service option should only be one option here because we want consumers only looking for one option at a time. Does that make sense? So the search for services, can we make sure that that's a single option box?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Yeah. Because if we've got multiple options, I think it'll, someone's going to do remodeling and roofing, but someone's also doing remodeling and plumbing. But so I think it's just confusion. I think when I'm searching for a specific service, I only want one service as an option when I'm selecting at this point, please.
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
And then have we gotten, which is great, guys, this looks fantastic. Have we gotten to the point where we're able to initiate contact with the contractor and then create that chat, or we're still developing that?
Yeah, we are still
No
under
problem.
development.
Guys, in 2 days, this is a great solution. This is phenomenal. I'm very pleased with this. Thank you.
Thank you. And Joe, the back-end coding for the chat is almost there. We will begin, starting next week, we will begin the front-end work.
Great.
So I think in a matter of, I would say, about next a week to 10 days, it should be done.
Exciting stuff, team. This looks really good.
Yeah. Also, since this web booking updates are taking shape, we have also started working on the mobile apps.
I was about to ask you, last time we waited until we finished desktop before we went to mobile. Could I ask that we try and run this in parallel as much as possible so that we can streamline the process? But yes, great. You took the words out of my mouth, Walker. That's great.
Yeah. So actually, Yatharth has already progressed, has made significant progress on Android, and Swapnil is catching up now. Yatharth, would you like to share what screens you have created so far for Android?
Yeah, sure. So I created this booking screen. The
Yeah,
list,
great.
and if we click on this, then you can see the detail of that contractor.
Great. And then the book now will turn into contact now, or we'll look for a
Yeah.
quote. Again, we can work on the copy of the buttons and the actions of the buttons. But
Yeah.
again, this is looking great. Din, your feedback?
I think right now, it looks good on also on my end.
Great. It's been a good week.
Yep. Okie dokie. I think it's time for questionnaire. If anyone has questions, others probably have answers.
I think from my perspective, we're tracking really well towards the outcomes that we need. So thank you for that. I think there's a couple of other lurking issues from the contractor experience, so from consumer experience, which was, I think, still open around performance, the speed taken to load the calendar and the RMI calculator. I think those are still outstanding items, but I know that the team are working on those. But besides that, guys, the progress that we've seen even in the last few days is really great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okie dokie. Team Abhinav, Yatharth, Swapnil, do you guys have any questions for Joe or Din?
So,
No.
Great.
Okay. I think we all can get back to our work.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, team.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.